Hello, everyone. I'm here to talk about the heartbreaking case of 2-year-old Lola James, a happy and innocent little girl who tragically lost her life due to a violent attack inflicted by her stepfather, Kyle Bevan. Her mother, Sinead James, was found negligent in ensuring the safety and welfare of the young girl and received a 6-year sentence for her crime. We all feel outrage about this case, and rightfully so. How could this have happened to such a young and innocent life? Tragically, this type of violence and negligence towards a child is far from uncommon. Studies show that more and more children are being harmed and killed every day within their own homes, by their own guardians and parents. The judge presiding over the case, Mr. Justice Griffiths, said of Lola's stepfather and her mother, Kyle Bevan had beaten Lola into a coma. He started to hurt Lola at midnight, and he carried on until she was unconscious at 6:30 a.m. This was a sustained, deliberate and very violent attack. The attack was completely unprovoked. Tragically, by the end of the attack, Lola had suffered 101 external injuries, catastrophic head trauma, and extensive damage to both her eyes. The judge also added that Bevan tried to cover his tracks and even went so far as to scrub Lola's body so thoroughly that her transfer tattoos were removed. James also attempted to hide previous injuries Lola had suffered from health professionals, social workers and the police. In the victim impact statements made during the sentencing phase, both Lola's grandmother and her biological father had heartbreaking words for Bevan. Her grandmother described her as her cheeky monkey, and a charming, smiling, bubbly little girl who was happiest outside caked in mud eating strawberries or apples. Lola's father, Daniel Thomas, said she was as bright as the golden sun and that her laughter would fill rooms with pure joy. He said she was the victim of a cruel murder, her tiny body savaged. In the wake of this tragedy, a child practice review is taking place to establish whether or not agencies could have done more to protect Lola. Tracy Holdsworth, the assistant director of NSPCC Cymru, urgently requested that the review must be robust in finding whether more could have been done to protect this little girl and how agencies working together can better prevent future tragedies. Our hearts all go out to Lola's family and friends who felt terribly betrayed and helpless back then. We all want our children to be safe and secure, and for something like this never to happen again. Lola was just in her formative stages, living a life of joy and wonder, when tragedy struck in the most unforgiving way. Justice has been served in this case, but a life can never be replaced. We are all very fortunate that there are programs, organizations and agencies out there who are dedicated to protecting and loving our children. No child should feel scared or neglected in their own home, and it's up to us to fight for the rights of the vulnerable and defend the younger generations of this world. Let's work together to create a safer and more secure home environment for our children, so that the lives of kids like Lola are not needlessly and violently taken away. Thank you for joining me today, and I hope you have a safe and wonderful day.